Hey guys, Showy here playing more Danganronpa. I am ready to continue with the trial now that we have put the name of Junko on top of the table and people will start discussing it.
Wasn't her fatal injury pretty similar to Mukuro's?
Yep.
What do you mean?
Well, remember what happened to her? She was impaled by a bunch of spears, all over her body.
Yep.
And Mukuro died from a number of wounds across her body. When you compare that to the stab wounds Junko suffered,
Then the similarities match?
The similarities match, yes.
Yes, and those are the only fatal injuries that match up. That explains why those two bodies are actually one and the same.
Yep, but now the question is, was it Junko that was used to replace Mukuro in the second part, or was it Mukuro all along? Because they said very specifically that the face of Junko was not the same in the pictures as in real life, and she was like, oh, it's Photoshop and it's whatever. But that those kind of freckles, Mukuro has them. So maybe it was Mukuro impersonating Junko from the very beginning, and the actual person who is behind everything is Junko. Maybe.
so let me see if I have this straight.
Uh-huh.
Junko, or someone going by that name, was stabbed to death with multiple spears.
Yep.
Then her body was kept in the biolab for however long before being dragged out again.
Yep.
Only this time, it was presented as the corpse of one Mukuro Ikusaba.
Mm-hmm.
It all matches up, right? Those wounds Junko suffered could easily be these same injuries.
And they are indeed.
It's really true? Mukuro and Junko are the same person?
Kinda.
Wait, so then... what does it all mean?
It means that there haven't been 10 victims, but 9. Which also means that among the people we thought were dead, one is still alive.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the true identity of the mastermind?
Indeed.
Who is it? Who's behind all this?
Is it Junko or Mukuro?
We
I don't
already
know.
know the answer to that. It's Mukuro. She's still alive.
No, it is Junko.
She took Junko's body and made it look like she was the one who died. So Mukuro is still alive. She's gotta be.
Maybe.
Total silence? Then I must be right. I'm right, aren't I?
The one that's still alive is Mukuro. Is it? Can we really believe that? I don't know. Yeah. I wonder.
The body we found in the garden. It wasn't Mukuro.
Then she's still alive?
That's right. She made it look like Junko's body was her. So the mastermind's true identity is Mukuro.
What do you say, Monokuma? Do you give up?
Wait, why do I have so little time?
The body we found in the garden. It wasn't Mukuro.
It was Mukuro.
No, that's wrong.
Because of the Fenrir thingy, right?
No, the body we found in the garden was Mukuro. That's one thing we can be sure of.
Can we?
The body's appearance and measurements are consistent with her records.
No, but they are also consistent with Junko's records, aren't they?
Right, Kyoko?
She was 5 foot 6 inches tall and weighed 97 pounds. Her vitals were 31, 21, 32.
Okay.
Everything in her profile is consistent with that corpse.
Wasn't...
And then there's the matter of the Fenrir tattoo. So there's no question it's her.
But if Mukuro's not the mastermind, then who's actually still alive?
Junko.
Here's my answer. Junko is still alive. It's the only possibility.
Yep.
Are you sure about that?
Huh?
I admit, since Mukuro is undoubtedly dead, Junko does seem to be the only other explanation.
Uh-huh.
But we saw her get impaled. She died right before our very eyes.
But it was Mukuro.
If Junko were still alive, the death we saw would had to have been some kind of charade. But you yourself confirmed she was dead, did you not?
So he did check everything and she was dead, but it was Mukuro, it wasn't
She
Junko.
was dead. There's no question. Junko was dead.
But it wasn't Junko.
So, the idea that she's still alive.
It must be wrong.
No, it's not wrong.
Then you're withdrawing your previous statement?
No. Why are they doing that? That is stupid. Like, we know that the body that was used was Mukuro, and we know that she has the same injuries as Junko, so we know that I'm annoyed at this game right now.
I know you gave it your best shot, but too bad. I guess your conclusion was a dud.
Nope.
Too bad, too bad.
This case hasn't been decided just...
Oh?
You haven't given up already, have you, Makoto?
Nope.
No, of course not. There's no way I'd give up that easy.
That's all well and good, but how do you intend to solve the problem standing in your way? Junko absolutely died. Mukuro absolutely died.
Yeah, Mukuro was Junko.
Then both of them are dead, right? There can't be any kind of survivor story.
I think we need to look at this from the opposite direction.
Uh-huh.
Huh? The opposite direction?
Yeah, what do you mean?
Let's assume Junko is still alive. If so, how could she have survived?
By it not being Junko. If she were alive somehow, could that be that Junko's not the one that died? Hangman's Gambit. Doppelganger or something like that. False identity, charade. What is this? C? No. D? R? R, okay. Rep. E? Give me. Ray. L? 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 I am not shooting enough. There. Replace. Replace. Sen? Replace it? No, replacer? Wait, replace. C? Replacer? Wait, what? Replaces? No, what? What am I supposed to write there?
Is this really?
Wanna give it another shot? Yes.
I refuse to give up yet.
So, guys, it's my English failing. Replace C's? Freaking hell! Replaced with a D. Replaced. She was replaced. Okay, I get it now. God damn it. L. E. Replaced. There you go.
Now I understand. That's it. What if she switched places with someone else?
Indeed, that's what happened.
Switched places?
That's right. Before the spears could kill her, she got someone to take her place.
What? I mean, the hell?
Specifically, Mukuro Ikusaba.
Then that would make it Mukuro's corpse that showed up later.
Which is why the body's height and weight and everything match Mukuro's profile, right?
I don't know anything about this switching places thing, but... that had to be Junko who got stabbed to death, right?
Did she?
Yeah, you're saying they switched? When could they even have done that?
In the very beginning of everything.
Right when she was about to die? Like she used some kind of ninja replacement technique?
Yeah, like in Naruto.
Good point. There's just no way they could have switched like that. So maybe the whole idea is wrong.
Nope.
I got it!
Yeah, they switched at the
Two
very
of them
beginning.
May have switched places from the very beginning.
What? From the beginning?
Yep.
Yes, from the moment we first met. If that's when they switched, then they wouldn't have had to switch at the moment of death, right?
Maybe they were accomplices in the very beginning, and she was like, there was a treason there. Maybe.
After all, the one we saw at that point would have already been Mukuro.
Yep.
Hold on. So, you're saying the Junko we first met was actually Mukuro all along?
Yep.
Then we'd already met her?
I had like a normal conversation with her.
Did ya?
When we first met, none of us knew who anyone else was. So Mukuro could have simply told us her name was Junko, and we never would have known the difference. That would easily allow the two of them to switch places from the very beginning.
Wait, but Mukuro had a tattoo on the back of her hand, right?
Did Junko have that?
Junko never had any tattoo like that, did she?
Did she not?
She could have hidden it with foundation or something like that. If she did, it likely melted away in the explosion, exposing the tattoo after the body was extinguished.
Makes sense.
Plus, there were the fake nails found on the hands of Mukuro's body. They were the same fake red nails she was wearing when we all met for the first time.
Makes sense.
But if she really did use foundation...
Correct. Even if there was no tattoo on her hand, I couldn't say for certain it wasn't Mukuro. So I'm glad nobody noticed that glaring hole when we were trying to figure out who attacked Makoto. But too bad for you, Monokuma. You can't deny it anymore.
Alright.
Wait, so this whole thing was a setup from the very beginning?
Of course it was a setup from the very beginning. What are you talking about, man?
If that's true, it was quite an elaborate plan to be sure, making it look like Mukuro was Junko.
The reason such an elaborate plan was possible is because the two of them were working together.
Yep.
So Mukuro, the ultimate despair, teamed up with someone like her. In other words, it would be fair to say that Junko herself was also the ultimate despair.
Yep.
What's wrong? Lost the will to fight back?
I think he's just afraid.
Afraid? What's that mean, afraid? Fear is only possible where hope is possible. I only have despair, so fear is an alien concept to me.
Did she get this figure or something like that? I think she did. Somehow.
Then why haven't you been saying anything?
Because it's a bunch of nonsense. Junko's my secret identity? As if.
Then why did you try and protect Junko's real identity?
I tried to protect her identity?
Yep.
When did I do that?
In the pictures. Where's the DVD? There.
I got it! While I was in the AV room, watching the DVD of our interviews with the headmaster.
Yep. Yep, he didn't want me to see Junko's face, and that has been going on.
You made sure I couldn't finish watching the video. And the reason you did that is because you didn't want me to see the real Junko, did you?
Yep.
Oh, yeah! If everyone was in that video, of course Junko would have had to show up.
And if Makoto saw the real Junko, it would have been totally obvious that the Junko we met was an imposter.
I mean, but we can see the real Junko in the pictures, in the magazines, you know?
That whole power outage thing was just a fluke!
Was it? Yeah, he tried to cover up one more piece of evidence. We watched the pictures. Oh, wait, what?
What? What do you want? What? What do you want? Are you sure about this? You're getting all riled up! That's impossible!
My stars are going away. Can I please defeat you already?
What? What do you want?
Final strike.
That's impossible!
No! The other one. Group photo.
This should prove it.
Thank you.
The video wasn't the only thing you tried to cover up. You did the same thing with this group photo. I noticed it just a little while ago, when we were all comparing the photos we'd gotten.
Yep.
In all the photos, there's a certain similarity, an unusual circumstance.
What's so unusual about them?
You cannot see Junko's face.
I got it! Junko's face. The one thing common to every single photo is that you can't see her face.
Yep. Thank you.
It's hard to believe her face would just happen to be hidden in every single picture, don't you think?
Very strange indeed.
And on top of that, in this photo, you can see that Mukuro is clearly visible. So in other words, at that point, the two of them hadn't switched yet.
Yep.
With all that in mind, there's no doubt that the girl whose face is hidden here is the real Junko, which is why you had to have pictures that didn't show her face. Because if we could have seen her face, then it would have clearly revealed that the Junko in the pictures wasn't the Junko that we knew.
Indeed, but the problem with your theory is that we could see her face in the magazines all this time. And we didn't notice. She was just like, oh yeah, it's just Photoshop. She could have done that to those pictures too.
Xanadu!
Xanadu?
I believe everything Makoto said is true. Junko and Mukuro switched places before we met either of them.
Yep.
So she killed Mukuro, who had taken her place, making it look like she'd died. And the real Junko is still alive.
Yep.
And she's the one behind this whole murderous situation. this killing game.
Alright,
She's the true mastermind and the ultimate despair.
makes sense.
Xanadu times 2!
With this, the identity and the crimes of the mastermind have been exposed.
Alright,
No, wait, hold on!
Don't bother trying to deny it.
okay, what now?
There's no more room for debate. You don't have anywhere left to run. I'll prove everything, right now.
How? Climax. Okay. We didn't do this in the previous one, so I am excited. Let's see. We appeared, and this one is... Okay, here she dies, which is actually Mukuro. And then this person carries the body and puts her in the fridge, and then does that, goes to the thing, tries to stab the... Wait, what? No, this is later. This knife and that, and then no, wait, not yet. Wait, this face? Here? Why? So I shouldn't use this face here because the face is already here, so this is not it. Now that body. Here, this is difficult. Cover the body with this. Okay. Then get the mask and put it on, I guess. Yeah, get the mask and put it on. Then here, going to stab thing, and then I guess this would make sense here. The knife. It's kind of the same as this, but not quite. So yeah. Then here. There comes Kyoko. Then the person runs away, gets here, takes the mask off, puts the mask on her. Act 5. What the hell, they're doing a lot of noise upstairs. Anyway, we find this, and then explosion. Explosion and body and reenact. Okay guys, let's hope this is
Here's
it.
exactly what happened. We met the ultimate fashionista, Junko Enoshima, right after we all arrived here. But that wasn't the real Junko.
Yep.
The girl we saw before us was actually the 16th student who had taken Junko's place.
Mukuro Ikusaba.
And that girl's name was Mukuro Ikusaba.
Okay.
But it wasn't long before she died at the hands of Monokuma. In other words, the mastermind, Junko Enoshima.
But why? I don't remember that scene.
Her body was kept in a biolab, which had been converted into a morgue, until Junko decided to put her body to use. Junko dragged the body out of the biolab, using the tarp to carry her to the garden. She fabricated the murder to try and frame Kyoko, who'd proven to be one big thorn in her side.
Makes sense.
Meanwhile, she wanted us all to think Mukuro was still alive.
No! God damn it. Okay, what is there? Maybe the knife? Maybe the knife is here? And then... And then this one is here, and this one here.
Here's exactly what happened.
Okay, let's try this.
Meanwhile, she wanted us all to think Mukuro was still alive.
Okay.
So she put on a mask and then attacked me.
The two changes that I made are very good. I'm happy that I did both things.
After making sure I'd gotten a good look at the mask, she left the room.
Oh no! Okay, what is there? Maybe this one?
The killer is you!
Wait, what?
After making sure I'd gotten a good look at the mask,
there you go.
then she put the same mask on Mukuro's body. This was all to make us think the person who attacked me and the corpse were one and the same.
Yep.
She wanted us to believe the murder had only recently taken place. Finally, by strapping a bomb to the body, she was able to destroy any remaining evidence.
Perfect.
She needed to hide the body's true identity.
Yep.
She had to make sure we didn't find out it was actually the same person we'd met in the beginning. This is the truth behind Mukuro's murder.
Let me make one final guess before everything. I think that Final Despair was not two people, was not Junko and the other one, but it was three people. It was Junko, the other one, Mukuro Ikusaba, and Genocide Jill. The three of them.
And the one who carried it all out is the true mastermind. The one controlling Monokuma.
And
the real Junko Enoshima.
And that's why she exploded the bomb when Toko was around, because she wanted to eliminate Toko too. Maybe.
That's the whole story behind this incident. Well, what do you have to say to that?
What? Are you broken again?
You can't get out of this, so don't even try.
Come on! It's time you finally revealed yourself!
Alright.
It's not like you're an endangered species or something. How long do you plan to keep hiding?
Give it up, Junko. The game's over.
Over?
Over?
Did you really think the story would end once we reached the climax of the case? Wrong! There's still plenty more to go!
Okay. What else do you want us to... Yunko and Oshima, the ultimate despair. Oh, she's here.
We have been waiting so very long for peasants like you to appear.
What? That is a very strange way of talking, man.
If you swear your fealty to us, we will reward you with half of the entire world. We've even drawn up the deed already. We will grant you honor, status, in some of our home cooking.
Why are they using that voice?
Have you made your choice? Will you serve under us?
Okay.
Oh, did you think I was being serious? Sorry, I was just messing with you.
Oh.
It's been so long since I've had an audience. Even I'm not sure what kind of role I'm supposed to play.
So this is a mastermind. Can we just jump her and kill her?
Anyway, looks like I've finally been set free.
Man, the voice that they're using for Junko seems so unnatural. I guess I'm just not used to it. It doesn't seem natural to her. It's a very badly selected voice actress, I would say.
Having to play Monokuma all the time, day after day. It was like I was stuck in purgatory, or like a slow suicide. I get bored so easy, you know?
Your face.
Huh? What about my face? What's wrong with my beautiful face? People have told me I'm cuter than 100 chihuahuas combined.
That voice, I hate it. I don't like it.
I feel like this isn't the first time I've seen you.
The first day in the main hall.
I got it!
Yep.
That's right. It was before I ever came to this school. I remember seeing a magazine cover. And you were on it.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, you have a pretty good memory. I guess that's why you've made it this far, huh?
Horrible voice acting. I hate it.
So I was right. Then what you told me in the main hall when this all began...
Yeah, totally photoshopped.
Sometimes a little lie is necessary to keep things moving along. Wouldn't you agree?
That explains why she didn't quite seem the same. Because she was a different person all along.
Yep.
I'm me. And Mukuro is Mukuro.
Or was Mukuro.
She tried her best. But there's just no way she could have passed as the ultimate fashionista. Two people can never become one as long as the walls of mind and body exist.
That is a very good thought. Two people can never become one as long as the walls of mind and body exist. Well guys, this was interesting, so I will continue with this on the next part. Thank you for watching, please leave a comment and see you next time. Goodbye.